Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the minds of narcissists. Understanding these 7 things that terrify a narcissist will help you identify them and protect yourself from their manipulative tactics. We're talking about their deepest fears, the things that keep them up at night. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get started. First up, we're tackling criticism. For a narcissist, it's like kryptonite to Superman. They see any kind of criticism, even constructive feedback, as a direct attack on their carefully crafted self-image. Narcissists are incredibly insecure. They build up this grandiose facade to protect their fragile egos. So when someone points out a flaw, it shatters that illusion. Criticism is like a tiny crack in a perfectly smooth mirror, distorting their reflection. They need constant admiration to maintain that inflated sense of self. When you offer even a slight critique, they might react with anger, defensiveness, or even rage. Their reaction is not about you, it's about their own deep-seated insecurities. Sometimes the best approach is no approach, just let it roll off your back. Next up, we're talking about rejection. For a narcissist, rejection is like a punch in the gut, multiplied by 1,000. They see themselves as superior, so the idea of someone rejecting them is simply unfathomable. Imagine this, you're a narcissist, used to people falling at your feet. Then, someone comes along and says, "Nah, I'm good." It's like their world tilts on its axis. Rejection confirms their worst fear, that they're not as special as they think they are. They might become angry, lash out, or try to manipulate the situation to regain control. The key is to remember that their reaction is not about you. If you find yourself rejecting a narcissist, be prepared for some fireworks. Stand your ground, stay strong, and don't let their reaction shake your confidence. Now, let's talk about exposure. Narcissists live in constant fear of being exposed for who they truly are. Exposure is like ripping that mask off for the world to see. Imagine this. You've got a friend who seems perfect on the surface, always charming, but underneath, they're manipulative, self-centered, and lack empathy. Now, imagine if their true colors were revealed to everyone. That's the narcissist's worst nightmare. They might go to great lengths to control their image, manipulating situations and people. They might spread rumors, gossip, or even lie to discredit anyone who threatens to expose them. The best way to deal with a narcissist who fears exposure is to simply distance yourself. Don't engage in their drama, don't feed their ego, and most importantly, protect yourself. Moving on to another big fear, loss of control. Narcissists crave control. They need to be the puppet masters, pulling the strings in their lives and the lives of those around them. They need to dictate the narrative, manipulate situations, and bend people to their will. So when they lose control, it's like their world is turned upside down. It challenges their entire belief system. How do they react? They might become angry, demanding, or even aggressive. They'll try anything to regain that sense of control, even if it means manipulating others. You have the power to set boundaries, to say no, and to walk away from situations where you feel manipulated or controlled. Don't give them that control. Let's talk about being ignored. For a narcissist, it's like being trapped in a silent horror movie. They crave attention, validation, admiration. So when they're ignored, it's like cutting off their oxygen supply. They simply can't fathom why someone wouldn't want to shower them with attention. Imagine this. You're a narcissist used to holding court, captivating everyone with your stories and charm. Then, you walk into a room and everyone just ignores you. No one makes eye contact, no one laughs at your jokes. It's like you're invisible. That's a narcissist's worst nightmare. It challenges their entire sense of self-worth. How dare they ignore me? They think, I'm fascinating, I'm important. Sometimes the best way to deal with a narcissist is to simply not deal with them at all. Don't engage, don't react. Just let their attempts at attention-seeking fall flat. Now let's talk about failure. For a narcissist, failure is a fate worse than death. Failure shatters their carefully constructed image of perfection. Imagine this. You're a narcissist used to succeeding at everything. Then you experience a major setback, a public failure that you can't hide from. It's like their entire world comes crashing down. They might become defensive, blaming others for their shortcomings. They might make excuses, downplay the significance of the failure, or even try to rewrite history. Failure is a part of life. It's how we learn, how we grow. But for a narcissist, failure is a threat to their very identity. And finally, let's talk about vulnerability. Vulnerability is tough for everyone, but for a narcissist, vulnerability is like kryptonite. Narcissists build up these walls around their hearts. these fortresses of ego and self-importance. Vulnerability is a battering ram, threatening to break down those walls. Imagine this: you're a narcissist, used to being in control, always wearing a mask of confidence. Then you're faced with a situation that forces you to be vulnerable. It's terrifying for them. They'd rather walk on hot coals than let someone see their true, vulnerable self. They might deflect, change the subject, or even shut down emotionally. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's courage. And it's something that narcissists, with their fear-based existence, may never truly experience. So there you have it, 7 things that terrify a narcissist. The goal here isn't to make you afraid of narcissists. It's to empower you with knowledge, to help you identify and navigate these challenging personalities. Understanding their fears gives you a glimpse behind the mask. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and empathy. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and remember, you are not alone.